Deep in the jungle, Dr. Ethan Carter adjusted his gear. He had spent years in this parallel world, studying its ancient creatures, living, breathing dinosaurs hidden beyond reality's veil. The world was untouched by time. Towering ferns, massive trees, and roaring waterfalls surrounded him. Raptors hunted in packs, and enormous brachiosaurs grazed peacefully nearby. Ethan had arrived through a mysterious portal years ago. He had tried to return, but the gateway vanished. Now, he called this prehistoric paradise home, surviving among the giants. Meanwhile, in the normal world, a young boy named Leo discovered a strange energy in the forest near his house. He followed the glow until he found a swirling portal hidden between trees. Curiosity overwhelmed him. Taking a deep breath, Leo stepped through. A dizzying rush filled his senses, and when he opened his eyes, he found himself in a dense, unfamiliar jungle. The air was thick with the scent of earth and strange flowers. Suddenly, a deafening roar shook the ground. Leo turned to see a towering T-Rex crashing through the trees. Frozen in terror, Leo didn't know where to run. Just as the beast lunged, a strong hand grabbed him, pulling him behind a massive tree. "Stay quiet," a voice whispered urgently. Leo looked up to see a rugged man with wild hair and a makeshift leather outfit. "Who are you?" Leo gasped. The man sighed. "I'm Ethan. Welcome to the lost world." As the T-Rex stomped away, Ethan led Leo to his hidden shelter inside a cave. "How did you get here?" Ethan asked. Leo pointed back. A glowing portal in the forest. Ethan's eyes widened. "You found the portal? I thought it was gone forever." He knew this might be his only chance to return home after years trapped in this prehistoric realm. Leo was fascinated by the world around him. Giant dragonflies buzzed in the humid air, and distant volcanoes rumbled. "This place is amazing," he whispered in awe. Ethan nodded. "It is. But it's dangerous. The dinosaurs are not the only threat." Leo frowned. "What do you mean?" Ethan's expression darkened. "Something else watches from the shadows." That night, eerie howls echoed through the jungle. Ethan gripped his spear. "There's a predator even more dangerous than dinosaurs," he said. "Something intelligent." The next morning, they set off toward the portal's location. Along the way, they encountered a herd of triceratops drinking from a crystal-clear lake. Leo marveled at the sight. Suddenly, the water rippled. A massive reptilian beast erupted from beneath the surface, its jaws snapping inches from them. Ethan yanked Leo away as the creature thrashed violently. They ran through the dense forest, barely escaping the monster. Panting, Ethan muttered, "That wasn't a dinosaur. That was something different." Leo shuddered, realizing they weren't alone. As they pressed forward, They found ancient ruins covered in glowing symbols. "Someone lived here before," Leo said, tracing the markings. Ethan whispered, "Or still does." A sudden rustle in the bushes made them freeze. Slowly, eerie humanoid figures emerged covered in scales, their yellow eyes glowing. "The Watchers!" Ethan murmured. The creatures hissed, circling them. One stepped forward, tilting its head. Then, in a guttural voice, it spoke. "You should not be here." Leo's heart pounded in fear. Ethan tightened his grip on his spear. "We're just passing through." The Watcher sneered. "You bring disruption. The portal is not yours to use." Leo's eyes widened. "They know about it?" The Watchers hissed again, then suddenly retreated into the jungle. "Why did they let us go?" Leo asked. Ethan exhaled. "They're warning us, but why?" As they reached the portal's location, the air shimmered with energy. The gateway flickered. "It's unstable," Ethan muttered. "We have to act fast before it closes forever." A sudden roar split the air. The Watchers had returned this time, riding raptors. They charged toward them, determined to stop their escape. "Run!" Ethan shouted. They sprinted toward the portal as the Watchers closed in. At the last second, Ethan shoved Leo through, then leaped in behind him as the portal collapsed in a burst of light. They landed back in Leo's world, gasping for air. Ethan looked around, overwhelmed. "I'm home. I'm..." But deep in the forest, unseen, the Watcher's glowing eyes still lurked in the darkness. Leo turned to Ethan. "Do you think the portal will ever reopen?" Ethan smiled. "If it does, we'll be ready." The adventure wasn't over, it had only just begun.